Hello, my friends. How are you? I hope that you are having a great day. I obviously don't know what I'm doing. I thought my microphone was plugged in. Just one moment. Let's see if I can get this to work. Nope, I cannot get it to work. So let me make sure that I can be heard. Yes, I believe I can. Good morning. Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I obviously need a little more coffee. Oh, my Lanta, because I don't know what I'm doing this morning. How about you? Do you have your act together this morning? Well, I sure hope so. I do not, however. And but you know what? It's okay. It's all right. If we don't have our act together, it's okay. We'll just drink some more coffee. Right? Right. So I want to know what's in your cup. What is in your cup this morning? Because, I'm nosy that way. This is one of the things that I love is to know what's in your cup. I want to know what's going on in your life. And I also see that I have not fixed the theme for today. Here we go. Here we go. How about that? A little bit better? A little bit better. Oh, my Lanta. So, oh, my Lanta. Hey, aloha, kakahiaka, my sweet Naomi. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. So glad you're here. I've been a little MIA lately, haven't I? Yes, I have. I've been a little busy. Oh, Jim says, good morning, Rocky Top. That's his nickname for me. That's Naomi's husband. Well, good morning, Jim. I hope that you're having a great day. And Racine says, Barbara, hello. Naomi, hello. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Oh, Naomi is having coffee with half and half with raw sugar. Yummy, yummy. And oh no, Racine is driving through the rain in Ohio. Oh boy. And she's also drinking water, which is good. It's very good for you. Water is extremely good for you. I personally don't drink enough of it. Nope. Do not drink enough water, but maybe one day, I'll get my daily limit of water. Who knows? Who knows? Oh my goodness. But right now, I am drinking coffee and enjoying it. Mm. We are. So the girls and I, yes, you're correct, Naomi. I am making memories with my girls. And Jim, hello. Oh, yes. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And so I am making memories with the girls. But I'm slowing down. Now, yesterday we read 4 chapters of Heidi, and the girls like it. But yeah, they are enthralled with TV time. And so yeah, we do things like bubbles and go out to the chickens, and we play board games and card games mostly, not board games as much this time, but we're playing card games. Oh, excuse me. We play Uno. We play Go Fish. We play Crazy Eights. We play Old Maid. And then we read books and read books and read books. So we have finished the book Pollyanna, And the girls enjoyed it. They enjoyed it so much. And amazing that a book that was published 113 years ago um, could still be relevant to little girls today. And then they found out that there was a movie, and so I had to find a movie streaming. I found it on Prime, had to rent it, but it was the 1960 movie with Haley Mills and um, can't think of her name. But anyway, very well known. Carl Malden was in it. Very well known, excuse me, actresses. Oh, my Atlanta. Yay. And Jim says hello, Ray, to you and Tom. That's nice. That's nice. Oh my goodness, I can't stop yawning, girls and gals and gents. Gals and gents. Oh my Lanta. So I have my dog right here, so I can't pull my cart really close to show you what I've been doing, but I am really happy with the progress that I'm making on my blanket. This is the pink and brown blanket that was inspired by Naomi. So I started out with 10 brown, 15 pink, 10 brown, and now I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on row 4 of the pink. Excuse me, my Atlanta. So let me see if I can get this going. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and so Aunt Tanya was learning how to crochet. That's my sweet friend and sister-in-law, my sweet sissy, Tanya. And she wanted to learn how to knit because she knows how to crochet. And so I had taught the girls how to knit, sort of. And so they wanted to wait until Aunt Tanya was here for us all to knit together. Oh, excuse me. So I showed Tanya how to cast on, and Nicole started over and she cast on, and then we are going to make another dishcloth, but this one is going to be just a simple back and forth dishcloth. And so that is what was on my needles 2 days ago, and it's looking kind of nice. Look at that. It doesn't look bad. I'm using this. I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby, and yeah. So I'm really really pleased with this. This is going to be a mindless project because all I'm doing is the knit stitch back and forth until I get to the right or whatever I deem to be the right height. I'm just going to try and make a square. So yeah, so that is what I'm working on with the knit, and it was on my tray, so I wanted to show it to you. Okay, now on to, oh my Lanta, where is it? Oh my goodness, it'd be so much easier. There we go. Thank you, baby girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Yes, the cart touched her, so she had to run away. Okay, I found my hook. And I'm going to work on this for a little bit because this is kind of mindless. I don't have to think about it. It's just half double crochet. So listen, I saw something by Tiffany Hansen, and she did a test. And I don't know exactly when that came out, but her thing was, okay, you have baby shower to go to tomorrow, and you want to really quick make a fast baby blanket. Which one will you choose? And so she had 3 different choices, A, B, and C. And so A was a really pretty stripy, variegated, really pretty color combo yarn, okay? And it was a 4-weight yarn with a, a G or H hook and, just a normal size hook. And just to make a simple pattern using that, that variegated yarn. That was choice A. Choice B was using a chunky yarn, 5-weight yarn with a larger hook, and making a blanket with that. And then choice 3 was making individual, larger granny squares and putting those together. And she was going to do a little experiment and see if in 24 hours, if she could get that, whichever blanket completed. So, she did 3 separate experiments. And so she wanted you to choose which one you thought would work. And so, yeah, she wanted to know. And so I chose the chunky yarn with the larger hook because I have experience with this and I know how fast it can come together. Now, of course, this is not the largest hook. I'm using a K hook, a 6.5 millimeter. But if I used a 10 millimeter on this, it would be a looser stitch, but it would go a little bit faster. You know what I mean? So I'm using a K hook with a half double crochet. So, but I still know how fast I can do this blanket. And so that's what I chose. Well, it turns out I was right. The blanket with the 4-weight yarn and the variegated or, whatever pretty colorway it had, she was going to let the yarn just do all the speaking for that blanket, right? It was going to be just so cute. Well, she got about halfway done with the blanket, halfway through the blanket in that time period. So that wasn't going to work. The granny square, she really got balked up with that because, you have so many ends to tie in. You have to sew it together. It's just very time consuming, right? And so that was just a complete bust. But the bulky weight blanket with the larger hook, she got it done in the time frame that she needed. And so, and she held it up. It was made with, it had some differences in the, it almost looked like it was the Premier Puzzle yarn. Quite honestly, that's what it looked like. It looked like she used one colorway. So it just blended. And it was just really pretty. It was a pretty blanket. It was a good size. It was squishy. It was soft. And yeah. So, and she got it done. That was the main thing, right? If you want to give a blanket as a gift for a baby shower, it doesn't matter how elaborate or pretty it is if you can't get it done, So, yeah. Anyway, I'm a fan of this blanket. I call this my recliner blanket because I do a chain as wide as I think I need, and then I just do half double crochets back and forth, and I change the color of the yarn. I have quite a bit of puzzle yarn here, and I can change the colors up as I want. Now this one, I'm just going to do pink and brown, but I have others that are just as pretty, and yeah. So I am a fan of this yarn, very much so. So anyway, what is on your hook today? And more importantly, oh, good morning, Miguel. Good morning. So here we go. This was not working right. Okay, here we go. Racine wants to know how many days until Christmas. All right, Racine, let's take a look. Let's take a look. How many days until Christmas? Well, woo, woo. Here we go. 218 days until Christmas. We're almost at that 200 mark. 218 days until Christmas. And yeah, let's get our crochet on. Let's get our crochet on and get to working. So I've decided something about my knitting. Okay, so March and April was in my year of something new. That was the time period that I was going to learn how to knit and actually complete some knitting projects. Well, one thing I've discovered is for me, knitting takes a whole lot longer because I'm not very practiced at it, right? And so I am choosing to be, I'm going to use this word, and it's not a popular word, but I'm choosing to be a little selfish with my knitting, which means that whatever I knit is going to be for me or for my home. I'm not going to be giving knitting as gifts because number one, it takes forever. I can make, a crochet blanket or a crochet anything 100 times faster than I can knit something because I have been crocheting for over 50 years. And so I started crocheting when I was 9 and I am now 60. So yeah, crochet, I love crochet. Crochet is the way to stay mindful, to calm your nerves, to be in the presence. So like I can chat and crochet at the same time, unless I stop to wiggle my hands and, make a point that way, because I do like to talk with my hands. Have you noticed that? Do you do that too? Do you talk with your hands? I had somebody come up to me one time after church, and because I was talking to someone, and it was so funny. He came up to me and he held my hands and he was like, "Okay, now talk." I was like, "I can't." He's like, "I knew it. I knew it." It was an old guy. He came over. He was just making a fun, and so he's like, "I knew you couldn't talk without moving your hands." So maybe that's why I like to chat and crochet, because I'm still moving my hands. I don't know. Let's see who else is here. I see some new faces. I see Cree is here. Hello, Cree. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. And no, Cree, I just decided to pop on. Um, I am, yeah, I don't know. Hey, Jackie, good morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. I have a hard time being tied down by time constraints, Cree. I really do. Now, listen, yesterday, hubby and I had to go to his foot doctor in Knoxville, and thankfully everything's okay. But we had to go to his foot doctor, and on the way, we had to take a detour because of an accident, and it looked like a kind of a bad accident too. I was really sorry about that. And then on the way home, we had to take a detour because of an accident. So, the first accident was on the main road, not the big highway, but um, you know, a state road. And then coming home, it was on one of our little country roads that we have to get off on to get to our house. And so I sure hope everybody's okay. But both roads were blocked and backed up. And so, yeah, we took a detour on both of those. So that was interesting. But other than that, we had a good ride, except when I did the detour, I did turn on GPS, and she successfully got me through some back roads so that we could go around the first accident. But then she kept trying to make me go, yes, everything is okay. Everything is okay, Cree. Yes. I hope that you are doing okay. And so, yeah, everything was okay. And so we were good. The girls stayed home with my mom, and Aunt Tanya and Uncle Tim were here. So they love hanging out with Aunt Tanya and Uncle Tim. And so that was fun. But without my presence for a moment, the girls got a little creative, and they were doing, they were giving Poppy, before we left, they were giving Poppy, they were brushing his hair and the like, and Nicole came out and she had peanut butter, and she was going to give Poppy a peanut butter facial. I was glad that Aunt Tanya was there, and she said, absolutely not. Thank you, Aunt Tanya. She said she saw she saw her come in with that, and she said, absolutely not. So, yeah, yeah. Kids, 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 kids. So, that was fun. That was fun. The whole time they've been here has just been such a joy. It really has. Um, Look at that. Another row down, just because I've been chatting with you. I'm loving it. Oh, Naomi, you have no idea. Oh, my Atlanta. So, yeah. It has been so much fun though. So much fun. And so this evening we're gonna meet with Aunt Tanya and Uncle Tim, and we've got the girls, and we're gonna be uh, going to the Pirates show tonight, and the kids are so excited. I'm so excited. Uh yeah, I'm so excited. This is going to be, well, first of all, the last pirate show that we went to had a different storyline, but it was the most exciting, enthralling show I've ever been to, honestly. And so I'm excited about this one because it's going to be a whole different storyline, still with the pirate theme. And I think you would have, I know, right? A peanut butter facial. You're right. I don't know what to do sometimes. And see, the funny thing is, if Aunt Tanya had not said absolutely not, and remember, Aunt Tanya retired from teaching, 40 years of teaching, um, preschool and kindergarten ages. Um, and so she knows the shenanigans that young children can get into. And she knows how to shut it down. Oh, but the funny thing is, I think if Aunt Tanya hadn't said absolutely not, Poppy would have let them do it. my gosh. Oh, but these girls find fun in everything, and that is so refreshing. I'm just so happy that they're here. We are having such a good time. So I haven't done a whole lot of crochet. And so I'm coveting this time with you right now. I hope it's okay that I am like really just spending time um, crocheting with you because wow, I really need it. I really, really, really need it. Um, yeah, I really do. Just having this little bit of time to crochet and to chat. So I want to know what's on your hook because, oh, what? You're eating homemade ice cream? Oh, yes, the kids are here. Oh, it's all okay. Okay, the kids are there. Um, oh, Cree says we are all eating ice cream. Yay! Yay! Naomi says we should all have PB facials. You never know, right? It might actually fix whatever's wrong with my face. I don't know. Maybe would. Might make us have the smoothest skin on the planet. So, what is on your hook? I want to know because I'm nosy like that and because you inspire me. Because I kind of feel like I'm in a little bit of a rut um, with blankets. I'm in a little bit of a rut. Oh, Naomi is making more scrubbies. That is fun. See, I feel like I haven't completed anything in a long time. I mean, I know it hasn't been a long time, but I feel like and I haven't actually finished anything. And so I'm feeling a little bit anxious about actually finishing something. So I I feel like I need to um I need to really power through and get some crochet in. See how I'm just like I'm trying to really get this row finished. So yeah. Let's see, how many rows do I have of pink already? One, two, three, four, five. I'm on my fifth row. All right, I'm on my fifth row. I might only do 10 in the middle here. I don't know. I might just do 10. And I'm glad that I'm doing pink and brown, but I'm already regretting that I'm not doing other colors in here too. Because I think that that's what kept me going with the other blankets that I was doing. Um, the one blanket, I just kept changing up the color. So you need all the help you can get. Oh, okay. After green, then on to pickles. Pickles, that's awesome. You know, everybody should get a pickle for Christmas. I think I might have to do that. Maybe that's what I'll do this year for Christmas. Everybody gets a Christmas pickle ornament for their tree. Maybe that's what I'll do. Remember last year when I made ornaments and Dad's nurses and aides that were coming to help him out, and even um, the chaplain that came. They all got to choose a an ornament, and I had made little mini beanies and little mini stockings and little mini mittens, and they're so cute. They're so cute. Um, oh, Jackie, you do. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. Jackie, you do need to make some pickles. Everybody needs a pickle. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jackie has been working on the Packers blanket, but you've been making some pocket chickens in between. Please tell me about these pocket chickens. I need to know about your pocket chickens. Oh my goodness, Jackie. I love chickens. Oh, by the way, my sweet sissy Tanya was at a restore yesterday. It's Habitat for Humanity restore, and they had just taken delivery of 2 chairs. They were stools that would swivel like for a counter, right? But they had humongous seats for one thing, and it had chicken fabric on the seat, and on the back of the chair there was a rooster, and then uh, on the other side there was another picture of a rooster. So it was very chickeny. And oops, and Tim spotted them first, and oh my goodness, dropped my hook. And so he sent me a picture, and he's like, "Do you need these?" And I was like, "Yeah, I actually do really need those." I'm like, "But they're probably really expensive." And but oh my goodness, I think I need them. And then I was like, "But where will I put them?" And but oh, I really think I need them. And so anyway, then he said they were $25 a piece. And I said, "Well, can you see if they'll take 40 for the pair? Like if you give them $40, will they let you have the pair?" And so he asked, and they said yes. Can you believe it? And then later on, he saw a sign that said, "The price is the price. We don't negotiate, you know." But the guy did agree, $40 for the pair. And, you know, they had just come in. So they were probably still fresh on what should we charge for these kind of a thing, you know? And so probably they were like, yeah, I was almost going to put $20 on each of them. But anyway, so we got both. There were 2 of them, and they're comfortable, and the girls love them. They sit up nice and high. They swivel. Of course, a kid loves a swivel chair. And, but I love it that they have chickens on them. So all that to say, Jackie, can you please tell me about these pocket chickens? Oh, oh, Catherine. Catherine, I'm so sorry you're having trouble getting into the chat. Hello, my friend. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I hope that you can eventually get into the chat. That is so sad. Debbie Graybird, hello. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. So yeah, so I acquired 2 new chicken chairs yesterday, and they barely fit in Tanya and Tim's van, but I'm glad that they did. And so anyway, yeah. Fun. I have to get out my Mabel chicken. I don't know where I have her stored, but I do need to get out my Mabel chicken so that I can put her up. And yeah, and I have to get out my bunny. We have rabbits everywhere. Oh my Lanta. Yesterday, when we were coming down the driveway from Knoxville, and so there was a bunny on the left side, and it was just like, you can't see me. You can't see me. I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja. And then there was another bunny a little bit further, and it was a younger one. And at first it started running towards us, on the side of the driveway. And then it was like, nope. And it ran the other way. There's bunny rabbits everywhere. And we love it. We love it that we have bunnies everywhere. We are not like Mr. McGregor. We don't care that there are bunnies around. We're not going to have rabbit stew for dinner. We love the rabbits. So, and if you don't know, if you didn't get the reference, Mr. McGregor is the farmer that tries to cook Benjamin Bunny and Peter Rabbit. I can't remember whether it was Benjamin Bunny that kept losing. It's Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit kept losing his jacket, and he's the one that got stuck in Mr. McGregor's garden and almost got caught. We had one rabbit that got into our fenced-in yard and through a different area, but was too big to go through the chain link fence and too chubby. And Roxy went out and she got a hold of the back end of it, but she didn't hurt it. Then the bunny screamed and Roxy freaked out and ran away. And oh, let's see. Oops, sorry. Oh, you haven't seen any hummingbirds or rabbits in the yard this year. Ah. Yes, that's right. The little baby bunnies, they try running down the driveway in order to get away, but they're running right in front of you. And it is so cute. You just have to like do. Okay, buddy. You know. They're like, I'm running, but they're running right down the middle of the driveway. Oh, it is funny. It is funny. And then eventually they're like, whoop, and they go and get into the brush on either side of the driveway. Oh my goodness. True. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6. I'm on the 6th row. Yay. I need some more coffee. So Tanya has been, she was learning how to knit. And Tanya, I forgot to see whether Nicole had given you some stoppers or not for the ends of your knitting needles. And there are different sizes of stoppers. There's big stoppers for the larger needles, and then there's smaller stoppers for the smaller needles. So I hope she gave you the right size. And obviously I can get you some more. Tanya, those knitting needles are only $4. So she's been looking in the thrift stores for some knitting needles, and but they're not that expensive. If you want to just get a set of bamboo knitting needles like these, they're like $4.99. So, and these are Clover Amore, not Clover Amore. They're Clover Takiyama or something like that. Anyway. So when I go live on Friday, I will show you a picture of us at the pirate show. We are going to get a photo. And so that's good. Okay, so let's see. Today, May 20th, is National Quiche Lorraine Day. Has anybody here ever eaten or made a quiche Lorraine? I have. I followed a recipe, and it was the very first quiche that I ever made, and it called for Swiss cheese and I believe ham, and so that was the very first quiche that I made. Um, and while it was good, it wasn't my absolute favorite. And now I have a favorite quiche that I make, but I put a secret ingredient in my quiche, which is kind of weird. And it's not called for in a regular quiche, but to me, it makes the quiche creamier. And I really like that it bumps up um, the protein in it. So what I do, you know how it calls for a milk and eggs for the quiche part, for the filling part, and then whatever it is that you're going to put in there to make the flavor. But I make two at a time, and so I do 13 eggs, 2 cups of milk. Pretty sure I do 13 eggs, 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of cottage cheese, and I put it in a blender and I blend that up really, really, really well. So there are no chunks of cottage cheese in there. And so you don't even know that it's in there. And then instead of stirring everything up and pouring it out, I actually layer each quiche with an even amount of broccoli and some kind of meat. Sometimes I like broccoli in my quiche. I don't know why. I just like it. Sometimes I'll put spinach instead of broccoli. It really just depends on what I have. But I like to have something green in there, some vegetable. So I put broccoli, and then either I'll put breakfast sausage. You know, I've already cooked the breakfast sausage. It's nice and brown. So I sprinkle it on to both. Or I'll take ham and I'll cut it in little pieces and put it in both. And then cheddar cheese shredded, and I'll put that in there. And then a lot of times I will caramelize some onions or cook them down a little bit. So then I put the cooked onions in there. It just gives it a really good flavor. And of course, I put. Okay, are you still here? Are you still here? I lost my internet connection for just a moment. Okay. I hope that I am still live. Let me check really quick. I'm going to check really quick and make sure. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. Okay, there you go. Yay. All right, so I am still live. I just checked to make sure. Thank you for letting me know. Her stoppers did not fit, so you used a dog bone? Tanya, you're so cute. Okay, good. We're back. Okay. Froze for a few. Hi, Jenny. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. So glad that you're here. All right. And so yeah, so I just add so I make two of them at the same time, right? So that's why I add a cup of um cottage cheese to it. And when you zhuzh it up in your blender, you don't even know that it's in there, but it thickens it up. And then when you have your quiche, when it's done, it's just so nice and creamy. And when you're pouring it in, it just feels creamy and luxurious. And so anyway, I just put whatever I want in the bottom, and then I pour the liquid on top, and it goes down in, and it's perfect. So like you see these cooks, on TV, and they're like, they stir in their broccoli and their whatever, and they're mixing it all into this liquid, and then they're dumping, and it's not even. I don't like that. I mean, let's keep it nice and neat and even. I'm kind of weird that way. I know. I know. I know. But listen, it makes sense. Why wouldn't you do something that makes sense, right? So, anyway, so both of my quiches have the same amount of broccoli and the same amount of meat and the same amount of cheese and onions and whatever else I put in there. And then I bake it, and it's so good. It's so good. So good. Yes. So I haven't made a quiche in a while. I'm going to need to make a quiche. We love it. And I find that the more savory the meat, so like if I use a turkey kielbasa and I cut it, I'll like cut it into rounds, and either I'll leave the rounds or I'll cut those into little quarters too. Whatever it is that I feel like doing that day, whether it's big chunks or little tiny pieces, but whatever it is, I find that that kind of meat just really flavors and enhances the quiche, and I love it. So anyway, yes, so quiche Lorraine was my first dive into making quiche. So let's see. The next one is May 20th is National Pick Strawberries Day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That that is a lot of fun. Not only is it a lot of fun, but yum, yum oh, the most delicious fruit on the planet, I think. Well, that and blueberries. I mean, I really do love blueberries. And cantaloupe. I really love cantaloupe. And watermelon. I really do love watermelon. And I can't forget a good peach either. Oh, what the heck. I love all fruits, okay? Except for kiwi. I don't care for kiwi. To me, a kiwi kind of tastes like an unripe strawberry. And I don't like strawberries that are not super sweet and yummy. I don't like them when they taste like they're not quite ready. So, yeah, fruit is great. Oh, grapes. I forgot grapes. I could eat. Yeah, but grapes, oh boy. Yeah. Yay, this row is almost done. Look at that. 3 stitches left. Ginny, everybody's saying hi to Ginny. Hey, Tim, how are you? Good to see you. Good morning, Connie. How are you? I'm doing all right. Are you feeling a little better today? Yeah. All right. So on to, I believe this is going to be my 6th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, this is going to, I'm starting my 7th row. So that's good. That is good. Roxy, you need to go out? Okay. All right. Let me let my dog out really quick. She needs to get out. Oh, you don't like cherries and pineapple? I love cherries and pineapple. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. All right, baby girl. Come on. There you go. Go on out. Okay. She just ate some food, and I think my little Roxy girl needed some water, so that's why she wanted to go out. Yes. Oh, you feel a lot better? You're among the living again. That is so good. That is so wonderful. Wonderful news. Wonderful news. Okay. Whew. So, yes, it's National Pick Strawberries Day. And then also, today is National Rescue Dog Day. Close your ears, Tanya. Don't listen. Today is National Rescue Dog Day. Now, the reason I tell Tanya to close her ears is because that girl at one point, I don't know, she had like 15 dogs at one point, and she rescued all of them except for one. I think Rascal a gift, or Nyrene was a gift. So anyway, but most of them were rescues, and all of them now that she has now are rescues. So anyway, that is what today is, National Rescue Dog Day. My little Roxy is a rescue. My Rosie before her was a rescue. My kitties are all rescues. I'm down to one kitty, but she was a rescue. Grandma Kay, Tanya, and my hubby and Tanya are brother and sister. And so their grandma would rescue kittens, feral kittens or cats. They would show up at her house. She would trap them. She would take them to the vet. They would get their shots. They would get fixed. And then she would bring them back. And if they wanted to eat outside still, then she would let them. She would release them and let them. Or if she adopted them. And a lot of times she adopted them back. And so they didn't get the little, because they weren't feral. It wasn't like trap and release. So they didn't get the little notch in their ear. And Shadow, my little kitty, was about a year old when we got her. And we got her 4th of July weekend 15 years ago. So this 4th of July weekend, this 4th of July will be her 15th birthday. And, we got her 14 years ago. And so this coming 4th of July will be her 15th birthday. So we've had her quite a while, and she's my sweetheart. She is very demanding, though. She wants her food. She wants it now. And she's so cute. Yay. Okay. Naomi says, from Catherine, it's funny you said kiwi. I'm making a chick with a kiwi hat right now. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, 13. Okay. 13 was Tanya's highest dog amount. Okay. I knew it was in the teens. So awesome. Cinnamon Girl, hello. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Come on in. And Tanya says, we're on our way. Yay. I'm so excited. You're on your way. That's awesome. The girls will be so happy. The girls absolutely love Aunt Tanya and Uncle Tim. And for tonight's show, dinner and a show, Annabelle has already said, I want to sit next to Aunt Tanya. And so I don't know, maybe Nicole might want to sit next to Aunt Tanya too. So I might only get one of the girls next to me. I was going to have one girl on either side of me because, usually they want to sit with Grammy. But oh, Aunt Tanya might be like notching up there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is a lot of dogs. Connie says, I have 2 cats that I adopted from the shelter, Charlie and Ollie. Yes, you did. Oh no. Oh no. Tanya saw the shelter near me is overloaded right now with cats and dogs. She saw it on Facebook. Tanya, please, sweetie. You have to let someone else adopt some of the dogs, okay? I know it's so hard. It is so hard. What? You're on the way to the shelter? Okay. Okay. Hey, listen. You're a grown woman. Oh my goodness. Connie says I have 5 more squares to go on my knit quilt. Then I can start sewing it together. Yay! Way to go, Connie. Way to go. Connie had stopped knitting and she had kind of slowed down. Well, you didn't really slow down with the crochet. You were making all of those tree, the Christmas tree things, right? But oh, good. Oh, good. You got me, Tanya. You totally got me. You totally got me. Tanya says, I'm teasing. She said, we're on our way to the shelter, and I believed her. So last year, Tanya, I mean, I'm a little lightheaded right now from that tease. Was it last summer or summer before? Summer before, Tanya rescued a total of um, 3 dogs. So our Roxy, she rescued and gave her to my mother. And she gave her to my mother. So um, then she rescued Ruby. And she rescued Ruby and Roxy at the same time. And they were both young and wild and free. They were wild. They both went to obedience school, and they both um, and they both kind of failed. You know, they were puppy school dropouts. They went to obedience school, and Roxy definitely was a dropout. She ended up getting terrified, and she shut down. She just wasn't going to learn anymore. So, yeah, yeah. Um, oh my goodness. Breathe, Barbara. Right, Racine? Oh my gosh. Oh no, Connie. Connie says we had some drama last night. A cop knocked on our door over a loose pit bull, thinking it was ours because it was behind our house. We were like, we don't have any dogs, just 2 cats. Wow. Right? Yes. Safe with your cats. You never stopped crocheting. That's right. You were working on holiday amigurumis, and then you got burned out, and then you got on a knitting kick. Yes. Yes. Doggy school dropouts, right? Right? That's what they were. And so when I sang that, it was like beauty school dropout. Remember from Greece? So I sing it like that. They were doggy school dropouts. Where are you going with your life? I don't know. I don't remember what the song was, but anyway. Oh my Lanta. So it's been fun crocheting with you and chatting and just reminiscing about all the fun times. And phew, Tanya gave me a little heartbeat there when at least I know my heart is working properly when she told me she was headed to the shelter. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. So let's see. Okay. This is one. Hey, Tanya, go do this. Okay. Head to the bank because today, May 20th, is National Be a Millionaire Day. Now, what is this all about? I don't know. Let's see. National Be a Millionaire Day. Um, have you ever imagined what it would be like to be a millionaire? if you have, this holiday is for you. However, imagining millions does no good if you can't imagine how you would spend your millions. Okay. So $1 million today may not be what it used to be. However, having $1 million in your bank account is still a major financial success. And so they're saying a good start is planning for your future. Start a savings account. If you have an existing savings account, review it to make sure you are earning the maximum interest available. Increase the deposits into your savings account. Um, Review your financial portfolio with a trusted expert and review your investments. Look at ways of improving your investments. So, listen, another one is to pay off your credit card, because if you're just throwing money into a hole every month and with the interest rates and you're not getting any, you're not getting anywhere. In fact, the interest just keeps building. Review your spending habits, find ways to spend less and save more. Yeah. Yeah. So, secrets of a millionaire. Millionaires read and learn constantly. They sacrifice things that cost money. They pay cash for as much as possible, and they create a budget and stick to it. And they often donate to charities, friends, or organizations. Did you know that the United States has the most millionaires in the world, ranging from millennial millionaires to old money millionaires? The average millionaire owns at least 3 properties. 44% of millennial millionaires live in California. Only 1% of the population is made up of millionaires. About 3.3 millionaire households live in New Jersey. 77% of all millionaires, there are 21 millionaires living in the US. 21 million millionaires living in the US. So, how to spend your millions: pay your bills, hide some under your mattress, start a business, save for retirement, buy some property, invest, and donate. So, we can be a millionaire if we don't have, we can dream, we can plan, we can plan a budget, right? Plan a budget and go from there. Yeah. Anyway, that is fun. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, that's what made you laugh. Oh, good. Yes, we should do an ornament swap for Christmas. It would be a fun idea. It really would. Maybe when I meet with my gals, maybe maybe that's something that we can plan. Maybe so. It would be fun. It would be a lot of fun. Um, wow. Something to think about, right? Something to think about. Okay. And then today is also National Juice Slush Day. Now, that is exactly the way it was spelled out: Juice Slush Day. So, I guess get some fresh juice and some ice, or Juice Slush Day. Make a slushy with juice. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, and then the last thing is, how many days do we have left in this year? And we have 225 days left in this year. And so just imagine 2026, and we have 225 days left in this year. We can plan and think about what we want to do with the rest of this year. Now, mine is my here we go. Mine is 2026, the year of something new. And so I have already gone through two of my projects. The first one was Fair Isle style crochet. The second one was knit. And now I'm in the third one and almost halfway through. And that is the mosaic crochet. And yeah, mosaic crochet. Let me show you where I'm at because unfortunately I haven't been crocheting on the mosaic crochet lately. And so I'm at the same spot that I was before. But once I can concentrate and get this going, I will definitely be completing this. I have a month left to complete this. And so, yeah, I'm going to get started. And this is going to be top priority for the rest of May and into June so that I can finish this in June. Love this pattern. Absolutely love it. Love the colors that I chose. And so, yeah, I am so, so happy about that. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out with me. It has been so much fun. Listen, I'm going to be with you on Friday. And hopefully Friday I can give you a little more update. Maybe I'll have some more progress on this blanket. Maybe I will have started a new project. You never, ever know. And thankfully, Aunt Tanya is not headed to the shelter at this moment so that she's not getting, because I think right now she has 6 dogs. She does not need a number 7. And yeah, the 2 latest dogs that she got, Ruby and Happy, are the biggest dogs she's ever had. And they are the wildest dogs she's ever had. They have so much energy. So they are like having 10 dogs just with the 2 of them. So she definitely doesn't need any more right at the moment. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Um, ooh, ice, water, and drink mix in a blender. It's like a slushy. Nice, nice. And 5. Sorry, Tanya has 5 dogs. I can't keep track of her dogs, so she has 5 dogs now, which is a good number. It's a good number. Yeah. So Naomi says, aloha. Have a great day, everyone. Hit those thumbs up before you leave. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you. And so stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. Now I'll see you next time. Bye.